Hello there. My name is Hannah Jones, and I'm one of the grant administrators for the Land and Water Conservation Fund. And today I'm just going to show you a really brief overview of how to access and maneuver through our online grant application for the Land and Water Conservation Fund. So the first thing you want to do is go to outdoornebraska.gov, and you can actually just put in LWCF at the end there, /LWCF. It'll take you right to this website. And you can click on apply here, or you can scroll down and you can access our portal as well. One of the things I wanted to show you quickly is this LWCF application guide. Before you apply, you should read this guide and really get a better idea of what you're getting into with this grant. And of course, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us directly, and I'll show you how to do that. But you're going to click on that apply button. It's going to open up our electronic grant portal. If you are a new user, you're going to click here to register. If you are an existing user, you'll just log in here. And over on the right-hand side, there's going to be some really important announcements regarding different instructions. That application guide I just referred to is going to be right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on that really quick just to show you. On the second page, there's always going to be updated information about who you can contact if you have any questions. So as you're maneuvering through the grant process, the grant application process, you can contact either myself, Hannah Jones, or Erin Jones. And there's our contact information there for you. So let's go back over here. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Oh, the other thing about the announcements page is it's always going to tell you whether or not the grant funding opportunity for RTP, the Recreational Trails Program, or Land and Water will be open. And so this year it's open from May 1st to September 4th, but always check back here to make sure you know when the application will be open and when it closes. So I'm going to go ahead and log in, and I'm going to go over here to the right-hand side. This is where you're going to navigate to the funding opportunity. So I click on funding opportunity, scroll down, and you'll see that there is one for Land and Water and one for Recreation Trails Program. Go ahead and click on that. And what you can do is you can start a new application, and the application title, go ahead and say what it's for. So I'm going to say Test Inclusive Playground Project. And I'll go ahead and save the form. And what this does is it opens up additional options below here so that you'll kind of maneuver through this process a bit. And I'll say it's for Nebraska Game and Parks. Go ahead and go up to the top again and save the information. And then down here is where you can click any other folks that are already part of our grant portal system that you may want to be secondary contacts other than yourself. So if you can also put yourself here, but you can add, if you're the clerk or treasurer, but you want to add the mayor or the city administrator, you would do that here. If you want to add your consultant, you would do that here as well. And go ahead and save the form again. Now, as you scroll down, what you're going to see is this application details. You're always going to see this red banner pop up until you're ready to submit the application. And so it's not going to allow you to submit the application until you've filled out every single one of these grant components and they have a green check mark next to them. You can start and stop this application. You don't have to sit down and do it all at once. Keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead and click on site information. I'm not going to walk you through the entire application today. I just want to give you a general understanding of how this grant portal works. And so within each of these components, what you're going to be doing is go to this green button here and add a row. So project and site information, you're going to go ahead and fill out all this information. Keep in mind too that LWCF grant application guidelines document that I showed you is going to be very helpful in filling out this application. It's going to give you little tidbits of information that are really helpful. So go ahead and make sure you read that first before filling this out. But I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what this can look like. And we'll just put in some test information. This one here, this previous LWCF funding at the site, if you don't know that, go ahead and contact myself or Erin Johnson, and we'll help you determine if you have previous land and water funding, because some folks just don't know, and this program's been around since 1965, so we completely understand. And also, if you save the row and you don't have, you can save the row, and oftentimes it will give you kind of a notification at the top if there's additional information that has to be in the application. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the application list. So at any time, if you're in the system and you want to go back to fill out something else, you can go to this application preview and application checklist. And this is where you're going to navigate through all the information. And required attachments, that's a really important piece of this application. It's going to help you be successful and make sure that you're competitive. Make sure that you're reading through all of the required maps and all of the different information that's required to be attached to your grant application. Because if we don't have your deed, if we don't have some of this information, then your project would be ineligible for funding. So make sure that you are filling out that. And it's really simple. All you need to do is click on the particular piece of information and you upload the file and then save the file. It's that simple. If you do have questions as you're maneuvering through the application, please don't hesitate to give us a call. There's these back buttons that you can also use that'll take you back to the grant checklist. And that's about it. And so that's kind of how you access and maneuver through our application. If there is ever a time that you're going through it and you have questions, please feel free to reach out. But that's kind of how you do it. There was one other thing I did want to kind of show you, and that is, so if you're in the application preview and you can kind of toggle through these different sections, you can also go back to the funding opportunity on the left. And when you click on Land and Water Conservation Fund and you scroll down, so I showed you before how you start a new application. What I did not show you is that if you scroll all the way down, you'll kind of see some other program details. So you'll see that our award amount range right now, we have a floor to ceiling. So we can reimburse as low as $75,000 or as high as $600,000. And there's some other general descriptive information about the program as you scroll down. Eligibility, please read through this information prior to applying. The other really important piece is these attachments. So these attachments down here are really helpful tips on, this first one is how your application is scored. And so you can really get a good sense and understanding of our scoring and ranking system that's used for these applications. There's also some examples of budgets and how to write a budget narrative. And also our procurement guidelines and what those look like. So please make sure that you take a look at these different attachments that'll be really helpful to you as you maneuver through the application process. And then of course our SCORP as well, which is really important component of the application as well, because it's weighted very heavily in our scoring process. And I think that is about it. Again, if you have any questions, give Erin or myself a call or shoot us an email. Thanks.